And a pleasant good evening to you from the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa, as the Dordt defenders get set to do battle with the Mount Marty Lancers in Great Plains Athletic Conference action here this evening. Junior varsity match has concluded. That was won by the defenders in 3, and they won extra points in set 2, and that is why we are starting just a little bit later than anticipated. Normally we get started at about 7:30 with our first serve. We're looking at probably very close to 7:50 by the time this one is done. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at the matchup between these two teams, and we begin with the Mount Marty Lancers. The Mount Marty comes in 9-8 overall, 2-4 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Their wins this year are over Hastings and Waldorf in conference play. Their losses in conference play are to Concordia, Midland, Doane, and the College of St. Mary, 0-3-2-3 and 1-3-1-3. So 1-3 losses to Doane and the College of St. Mary, 3-0 loss to Concordia, and a 3-2 loss to the Midland Warriors in GPAC play. For the Dordt defenders, they're 12-5 overall, 3-3 in the conference, and their wins in league play are over Dakota Wesleyan and Briar Cliff, and Waldorf took 5 to defeat Waldorf and Dakota Wesleyan. They swept Briar Cliff. Losses for the defenders this year in conference play: Northwestern 3-2, Morningside 3-1, and Concordia 3-0. Coming into play this evening, Northwestern is atop the conference at 6-0 along with Concordia. Midland is 5-1. Morningside, Dakota Wesleyan, Dordt, and the College of St. Mary are all 3-3. Mount Marty and Doane, along with Briar Cliff, are 2-4. Hastings is 1-5, and Waldorf stands 0-6 in conference play. Other conference matches taking place tonight. Midland is at Briar Cliff. Doane is at Waldorf. The College of St. Mary is at Dakota Wesleyan. Concordia visits Morningside, and Hastings is at Northwestern. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more on the pre-match show, the Wireless World pre-match show, right after this 2-minute timeout.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Continuing on with the Wireless World pre-match show, let's take a look then at the matchup between these two teams. First of all, for Mount Marty, they are averaging 11.9 kills per set. They allow 10.6. Their kill efficiency, 189 to 139, advantage Lancers. Digs per set, 14.6 to 12.4, advantage Lancers. Points off of blocks, 1.9 to 1.7, advantage Mount Marty. Aces allowed this season, 121. Aces for 86. Advantage opponents. For the Dordt defenders, kills percent 12.1, 10.1, advantage Dordt. Kill efficiency 160 to 137, advantage Dordt. Digs 15.2 to 14.7, advantage defenders. Points from blocks 1.9 to 1.8, advantage Dordt. And aces this season 139 to 99, advantage Dordt. For the defenders, they're led by Lainey Wolfswinkel at the net with a 2.7 kills per set average to go with 2.5 digs. Taryn Sparts is averaging 2.2 kills per set. Haley Caparas 2.3 kills per set with 1 block. Ellie Doctors at 2.1 kills per set. Kylie Beckering 4.5 digs per contest. Carly Jackson averages 5.3 assists per set in the Dordt 2-setter offense. And Chloe Heisman averages 4.4 assists per set for the defenders. Haley Wheelinga has 23 aces to go with 2.2 digs per contest. For the Mount Marty Lancers, Caitlin Gunther is averaging 2.9 kills per set with a 323 kill efficiency. Jaya Wacholtz is at 2.6 kills per set. Julia Weber, 7.8. Brianna Even, 3.9 assists per set. And Kate Tollinger averages 3.4 digs per outing for the Mount Marty Lancers. For the Lancers in their most recent outing, they defeated Waldorf 3-2. Caitlin Gunther, 14 kills. Wacholtz had 13. Julia Weber put up 35 assists. The defenders lost to Concordia on Saturday, 25-20, 25-23, and 25-23. Peyton Donhofer led the defenders with 7 kills. Taryn Sparts had 6. Carly Jackson put up 13 assists. Chloe Heisman, 12. Kylie Beckering had 15 digs. The series between these two, pretty much one-sided. Dordt has won all 67 matches up to this point, dating back to 1986. Julia Weber, 18 kills in the most recent outing, led Mount Marty in a 3-1 loss on October 10th. Addison Indall had 15 kills for the defenders. Ellie Doctor had 18 kills, Taryn Sparts 12, and Carly Jackson put up 28 assists. Let's take another break. You're listening and watching the Dordt Media Network and the Wireless World Pre-Match Show. Let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back right after this.
Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000-member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender Way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? October is Estate Planning Awareness Month. Did you know that over 60% of US adults do not have a will? And for the 40% who do, many of them are very outdated. But with many things regarding finance and law, it's difficult to know where to start, or what your options are, or how it fits with your entire financial game plan. But you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com, on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. Here are the players that you'll be hearing about for the Dordt Defenders and the Mount Marty Lancers. We gave you a pretty high-level view of that earlier. Chloe Heisman is a 5'7" freshman from Pella. She's a setter. She wears number 1, 4.4 assists per set. Peyton Popma is a service specialist, 5'10" junior from Sioux Falls. She has 28 serves so far this season. Haley Whaling is a 5'9" sophomore from Hull, Iowa. 2.2 digs per set with 23 ace serves this season. Haley Caparis is a 6-foot sophomore from Ironton, Iowa, averaging 2.3 kills, 1 block, and a .254 kill efficiency. We might see some Amy Doof. She's a back row specialist or a defensive specialist. She averages 1.2 digs per set. She is a 5'7" junior from Lacombe, Alberta. Ellie Doctor is a 5'9" senior from Sioux Center, averaging 2.1 kills per set. Blaney Wolfswinkel is a 5'6" freshman from Cherokee, averaging 2.6 kills and 2.5 digs per contest. Peyton Donhofer is a 5'8" senior from Sioux City. She is averaging 1.3 kills per set. She has played significant rotations in the past several matches. Myra Carlson is a 5'10" junior from Ankeny, Iowa, averaging 1.1 kills per set. Sarah Holloman's a 6-foot junior from Beecher, Illinois, averaging 1.6 kills per outing. Carly Jackson's a 5'7" junior from Sioux City, averaging 5.3 assists with 1.9 digs. Taryn Sparks is a 5'11" junior from Wilmot, Minnesota for the Defenders, averaging 2.2 kills per set. And Kylie Beckering is a 5'6" sophomore from Chaska, Minnesota. She's the libero. She averages 4.5 digs per outing. For the Mount Marty Lancers, Julia Weber is a 5'7" senior from Emory, South Dakota, averaging 7.8 assists per set with 2.5 digs. Kate Tollinger is a 5'7" junior from Sioux Falls, averaging 3.4 digs per outing. Addison Indahl is a 5'6" junior from Burke, South Dakota, Burke, Nebraska, that is, averaging 2.9 digs per contest with 1.6 kills. Gabby Miller is a 5'11" senior from New Underwood, South Dakota, averaging 1.7 kills per outing. Jaya Wacholtz is a 5'9" sophomore from Pierce, Nebraska, averaging 2.6 kills per outing. Mount Marty 9-8 overall, 2-4 in the conference. The Defenders 12-5 overall, 3-3 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. We are just about set for volleyball. It will be Mount Marty serving, and doing the honors will be Julia Weber. So we are just about set to begin volleyball, and we are about 24 minutes after our scheduled start time. Serve taken by the Defenders. Wolfswinkel, they get it over to Caparis, taps it around the block. Mount Marty on the attack, into the block. Dordt reloads the defense. Here comes Mount Marty, pushed to the sideline, saved by Wheeling on the overhand, pushed over the net by Caparis to the corner, saved by Mount Marty. Lancers attacking, pushed over the block, saved by the Defenders and Wolfswinkel. Dumped over the net by Jackson, controlled by Mount Marty. Set goes outside, through the block, dug by Wheeling on the attack by Wacholtz. Set back over to Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel with the kill. The defenders take a 1-0 lead. 1-0 our score on the kill by Wolfswinkel. So the defenders are on the board first, 1-0. Wolfswinkel has service, goes cross court, taken by Tollinger. Set comes right side into the block. Dordt closes the block that time. That is Doctor and Myra Carlson teaming up for the block, and the defenders lead it 2-0. 2-0 our score, just underway. Glad to have you along with me on a Friday night for volleyball. Dordt Media Network, your home for Defender broadcasts all season long. Taken by the defenders. Jackson gets it back over to Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel over the top of the block, saved by the Lancers. Lancers off high hands and a kill. 2-1 our score. So the defenders a little late in arriving with the block, and if they hadn't got a hand on it, that ball probably ends up out of bounds. As it is, it grazes a finger and goes out of play. And now the Lancers serving, trailing 2-1. Serve taken by the defenders. Doof pushes it to the back corner, and Doof with the tap and the kill. Doof saw the opening and tipped it to the back corner, and the Dordt defenders lead 3-1. 3-1 our score. So Beckering has service. And Kylie Beckering to line it up, and she sends it over. Taken sideline by the Lancers, and Wacholtz through the block, saved by the defenders. Comes back right side, and that is Caparas. Caparas with the kill. It's 4-1. 4-1, the defenders in front. Set number 1, serving for the defenders will be Beckering. A warm evening here in the DeWitt, probably more of the same tomorrow, as the defenders will be hosting the College of St. Mary tomorrow afternoon, evenings. Ellie Wegg with the attack, and we see Ellie Wegg for the first time this season as she gets blocked at the net. It's 4-2. So Ellie Wegg, after spending nearly a year in recovery from an injury, we see her on the floor for the first time this season, and she blocked on that middle attack. Set comes back to Caparas. Caparas dug up. Dordt reloads. Comes back to Caparas. Blocked at the net. Saved by Doof on the cover. Set comes outside Doctor. Doctor blocked at the net. Jackson sends it back over to Doctor. Doctor sends it over. Controlled by Mount Marty. Around the block. Dug by Doof. Wheeling. That's Wegg. Wegg over to Doctor. Doctor over the kill. It's 5-2. 5-2 our score as Ellie Doctor records the kill, and the defenders lead at 5-2. 5-2 our score. We have Donhofer checking into the match for the defenders. And Chloe Heisman will serve. 5-2 defenders. And Heisman, the right-handed serve, a floater to the back line, controlled by Wacholtz. Set goes to the middle, and the attack out of the middle is long by Gunther. Point defenders. Dordt leads 6-2. So 6-2 defenders. Serving is Heisman. Heisman, a freshman from Pella. She's among the team leaders in ace serves this season. Tooling it off the block for the kill is Indall, and the defenders lead 6-3. 6-3 our score. And the Lancers have service with Gabby Miller. And Miller's serve, a floater sideline, taken by Doctor, over to Heisman, right side Doctor. Doctor around the block, saved by Mount Marty. They go after one that was probably out of bounds, taken by Beckering on the back row. This is Wegg. Wegg tips it around the block for the kill. It's 7-3. Ellie Wegg with her first kill this evening. And the Dordt defender lead is 7-3. Checking into the match to serve will be Wheelinga. Doof checks out. And back into the match is Wolfswinkel. So Wolfswinkel right now not playing back row. They're having Amy Doof play back row. Haley Wheeling over the ace serve. Haley Wheelinga entered play today with 23 ace serves. She has 24 now, and the defenders lead at 8-3 in set number 1. Nearly an ace. Mount Marty scrambles. They get to it. Saved by Heisman. This is Wheelinga. Tosses it right side over to Donhofer. Unable to put it away on the right side attack. Mount Marty attacking, blocked at the net, controlled by the Lancers. Tollinger there to cover it. From behind the spike line, the attack by Wacholtz, and she hits it long and out of bounds. Point defenders, Dordt leads 9-3. 9-3 our score. Defenders lead by 6. Set number 1, best of 5. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Dordt Volleyball on the Dordt Media Network. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute. Broadcast brought to you by Eric Rankin, a proud sponsor of Dordt University Defender Athletics. For all your investment needs, call 712-722-0618 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, SPIC. Members Cut, more than meat, where strong values, great food, and hometown spirit comes together. Stop in and taste the difference community makes. Located just south of Scooters on Highway 75.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
Nine to 3 our score as the Dordt defenders have a 6-point advantage. Mount Marty used their first time out of the match, and Wheeling, a short serve, catches the tape and falls over. 10 to 3 our score. So Hailing Wheeling over the ace serve, and the Dordt defender lead is 10 to 3. A couple of aces by Wheeling in this sequence. She has now served 3 points in a row. Short serve again, taken by the Lancers, and an overpass nearly put away by Wolfswinkel. Passed over the net by the libero Tollinger. Here comes Dordt Heisman, outside it goes. Over the block is Wolfswinkel, saved by Mount Marty. Lancers attacking, tipped over the block. Gunther, controlled by the defenders. Outside it goes to Wolfswinkel, blocked at the net, covers it herself. Ball goes out of bounds, though. Last touch by Wolfswinkel. Point Lancers, but the defenders have opened up a 10-4 lead in the process with a 4-point run. They led 4-2 at one point, and they have scored 6 of the last 8 to establish the 6-point lead. Take it by Wolfswinkel, over to Heisman, back to Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel into the net, point Mount Marty. Mount Marty trails 10-5. 10-5 our score. It's going to be a busy weekend on the Dordt campus. We've got soccer tomorrow starting at noon. We've got more volleyball, Dordt versus College of St. Mary, starting at 3:30. And we have football tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, all on the Dordt campus. Tapped over the net by Weg, controlled by the Lancers. Bump set by the libero Tollinger, and Tollinger around the block, and that's Weber. Weber with the attack. That graces a blocker on the way past. It's 10-6. Dordt hockey in action tonight and tomorrow at Arkansas, taking on the Razorbacks in ACHA Division III hockey. From the right side is Donhofer. Donhofer with the kill. It's 11-6. Serving will be Peyton Popma. Popma with serve, and her team leading 11-6 after surrendering 3 points in a row to go from up 10-3 to 10-6. Popma's serve controlled. Lancers. Right side Gunther. Gunther over the kill. Caitlin Gunther, a 6-foot sophomore from Crofton, leads the team in kills with 2.9%. And the defender lead is 11-7. Well, the defenders played pretty well at Concordia in stretches, established relatively late leads in all 3 sets, but couldn't hang on. Attacking is Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel with the kill. It's 12-7. Swim team is also in action tonight for the defenders. They're in Morningside they're in Sioux City, battling Morningside in a duel. Serving is Jackson. Carly Jackson with the hop serve, controlled by the Lancers. Set right side and banging it off the block for the kill is Eichhoff. Eichhoff makes it 12-8. So 12-8 the score. Dordt leading by 4. And Julia Weber with service. Right side it goes Carlson. Carlson 1 foot takeoff, unable to put it away. Set goes right side, popped over the block, and it's just long and out of bounds. That one ended up flirting with the line a lot closer than I initially thought. But the line judge immediately put the flag up in the air, made the call with authority, and the defenders lead it 13-8. 13-8, Wolfswinkel with serve. Controlled Lancers. Set by Weber. Tapped over the block. Saved by the defenders and Doctor. Right side attack, Caparis. Caparis with the kill. It's 14-8. Haley Caparis sliding over to the right side. Now she'll play in tandem with Myra Carlson. That's a pretty stout block over there. Got Doctor on the outside cleaning up some of the mess. Set goes from Weber back to Wacholtz. Wacholtz cross-court kill. It's 14-9. But the defenders with a little bit of an advantage here. See if that's enough for them to ride it in. Amy Doof will check into the match. Wolfswinkel checks out. And serving will be Wacholtz. 14-9 defenders. For the defenders so far, 8 kills, 3 errors, 24 attacks, a 208 kill efficiency. Short serve taken by Doctor. Comes back right side to Carlson, and Myra goes cross-court for the kill. It's 15-9. And that's a rotation where Carlson will be able to take advantage of teams focusing more on Caparis and Doctor, and that could leave Carlson open for some swings. That time it did. 15-9, she checks out. Weg is in, and a serve to the back line, and an ace serve for the defenders. Kylie Beckering with the ace serve. Dordt leads 16-9, and we have a timeout on the floor. Charged to the Lancers. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
The Dordt defenders leading 16-9 as we resume play. Serving for the defenders will be Kylie Beckering. So Beckering with service, and Beckering with the jump serve, short, and an overpass, and Doctor puts it away. Dordt leads 17-9. For Doctor, that is her second kill this evening. She and Caparis both with a pair. Wolfswinkel also has 2. Jump serve by Beckering into the tape. Point Lancers, and the defenders score 3 in a row, and the service error gives the point back to Mount Marty. Mount Marty with service. Kate Tollinger serving. And Tollinger serve taken by Doctor. Back to Jackson. Slide to the right. Wag with a kill. Well, the Ellie Wag has been playing 6-on-6 volleyball. She's been playing, doing almost everything for the last couple of weeks in practice, just waiting for that final clearance to be able to go in a match. And thus far, doesn't look like she has shown much of the effects of that knee injury that kept her out of play for about a year. Recovering from surgery. And we've got a player in the net. That's going to be the setter, Julia Weber, and the defenders lead 19-10. So the defenders up early, never trailed in this one. They lead 19-10, and serving will be Chloe Heisman. Chloe Heisman with serve, and the serve controlled by the Lancers. Right side through the block. Pancake saved by Doof. Now they'll say that the ball was on the ground. Point Lancers, it's 19-11. So the defenders leading by 8. And serving. Miller serve controlled by the defenders in back ring. Comes back over to Wag. Wag again tools it off the block for the kill. It's 20-11. 20-11. Defenders leading by 9 here in set number 1. And Haley Wheelinga will serve. And Wheelinga's short serve controlled by the Lancers. Lancers attacking, banging it off the block. Up and over, and they're going to say that the ball passed over the net outside the antenna. So the defenders unable to scramble to it. And now Addison Indahl serving with her team trailing 20-12. For the defenders, they've got 12 kills, and they're hitting .321. Lancers not bad. A 154 kill efficiency, just far fewer. They've got a few more errors, and that block off the antenna, so a kill for Wolfswinkel. And the defender lead is 21-12. Peyton Popma checks into the match. So Popma with service. The junior from Sioux Falls. And her serve controlled by the Lancers, scrambling to it. Weber pushed over the net, and the attack by the Lancers. Julia Weber actually grazes the antenna. Point defenders, 21-12 on the attack error. Dordt leading 22-12. Mount Marty's out of timeouts. And the serve by Popma, controlled Lancers, scrambling, and they'll push it over free ball. Wolfswinkel, middle set, Carlson. Carlson with a swing, and it's passed up and over and out of bounds, so a kill for Carlson. And the defenders lead 23-12. 23-12, Popma with serve. And Popma's serve, a floater, controlled by the Lancers. Lancers go middle, banged off the block, unable to put it away was Gunther. Mount Marty reloading, set comes right side, and around the block is Julia Weber, and Weber hits it wide and out of bounds. Point defenders, Dordt leads 24-12. So the defenders running away and hiding with set number 1, leading 24-12 here in the set. Closing in on a 1-0 lead in the best-of-5 match, and Peyton Popma ends it with an ace. Dordt wins set 1, 25-12. We head to set number 2. Dordt leading 1-0. Back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 2 minutes.
This is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center. German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at GermanFarmers.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference.
Three digs for Kylie Beckering along with Lainey Wolfswinkel. For the Mount Marty Lancers, 2 kills for Weber and 2 for Wackold, 6 assists for Weber, and 2 digs each for Indall, Tollinger, and Eichhoff. 3 for Wackolds. 25-12, Dordt took control of that one, scoring 4 out of 5 points to go from up 14-8 to up 16-9. Extended the lead to 17-9, and it was pretty much over after that. Dordt scored the final 5 points of the set as well to win at 25-12 after being up 20-12. Serving Jackson, and here comes Mount Marty as we resume play. They're in set number 2, and a pass goes up into the bleachers, and Mount Marty has their first lead of the night at 1-0. 1-0 our score. Serving for the Lancers will be Schweitzer. Schweitzer, short serve taken by Wheelinga, and that'll go as an ace serve. Mount Marty leads 2-0. So in the first lead, and now their biggest lead, 2-0. Serving again is Schweitzer, the freshman from Pleasantdale, Nebraska. Dordt scrambling to it. For whatever reason, Dordt having a tough time handling those serves. Set goes right side over the block, and a kill for the Mount Marty Lancers, and they lead it 3-0. Just open it up just a little bit of a crack, and Mount Marty has walked through for 3 points, 3-0. And the Lancers with serve, taken by Wheelinga. Bump set, pushed over the net, Jackson, saved by Mount Marty. Lancers attacking off high hand, saved by the defenders in Beckering. Dordt needs a point, set right side Caparis around the block. Saved by Tollinger, set goes to the middle, off the high hand, saved by Beckering, back to Jackson, quick attack. Out of the middle, Carlson unable to put it away. Set comes right side, cross-court shot, and a kill for Gabby Miller, and Mount Marty leads 4-0. 4-0, Mount Marty in front. So the Lancers starting the set off with a 4-0 run. And the serve taken by Beckering, gets it over to Jackson, right side, Wolfswinkel tools it off of the block for the kill. It's 4-1. 4-1 our score. The defenders score the point. Tooling it off the block was Wolfswinkel. So it's 4-1. And the serve is a floater taken by Mount Marty. Lancers attacking. Set comes right side over the top of the block. Saved by the defenders. Caparis. Caparis loses her footing at midcourt. And checking into the match will be Doof. Checking out will be Wolfswinkel. Mount Marty leads 5-1. So Tollinger serving for the Lancers. Dordt leading 1-0. Serve, backline taken by Beckering. Wanted to let it go. Had to receive it though. Gets it over to Doctor. Unable to put it away. Set goes middle, and out of the middle for the kill is Gunther. Gunther makes it 6-1. Gunther with the kill. It's 6-1 Lancers. And serving again is Tollinger, the libero. Set goes outside Doctor. Doctor around the block, and it's wide and out of bounds. 7-1 Mount Marty. Dordt might need a timeout, and they'll use one. Timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts.
Seven to 1 Defenders, trailing by 6 right out of the chute here in set 2. Won set 1 handily, but Mount Marty has turned the tables here in set number 2. Tollinger has service. And Tollinger's serve, taken by Doctor, gets it over to Jackson. Right side, Caparis tips it around the block, and that'll be a kill. A kill for the Defenders, and Caparis, it's 7 to 2. Kylie Beckering will be serving. Seven to 2 Defenders, down 5. And now serving for the Defenders, Beckering. Beckering entered the match today with 29 ace serves. Stops on the team for the Defenders. And Beckering serve, sideline taken by Mount Marty. Gunther blocked at the net, covers it herself. Mount Marty reloads, set comes right side. Dordt with a block again. Now we've got a block put up by the Defenders and Caparis. Caparis with the block, she averages 1 per set. And the Defenders cut the lead down to 7 to 3. 7 to 3 the score. Beckering serving. And Beckering serve short, controlled by the Lancers. To the middle, around the block, saved by Dordt. That was Jackson. Comes back to Caparis. Caparis goes cross court, misses it wide and out of bounds. Point Lancers, it's 8-3. Lancers regain a 5-point lead, and serving will be Gabby Miller. Miller has served, taken by Doctor, gets it back over to Jackson. Now Caparis. Caparis a little bit long on that attack. It's 9-3 Mount Marty. And that kill efficiency that Dordt had to the positive in set number 1, they're now swinging for negative numbers. 2 kills and 3 errors. That figures out to a minus 111. Serve, taken by Doctor to Jackson. Outside Doctor. Doctor with a kill. Ellie Doctor with the kill. It's 9-4. Defenders down 5. And for Ellie Doctor, that is now her 3rd kill. 9-4 the score. Heisman with service. And Heisman serve, controlled by Tollinger. Set goes to the middle, Gunther. Gunther with the kill. It's 10-4, and Mount Marty has been much more in system. That has resulted in their middle attacker, Gunther, getting more swings, and that is a good thing for Mount Marty, as she is their leading attacker this season. Serve is short, taken by the Defenders and Doctor. Heisman gets it right side, unable to put it away. Deckers, aided Deckers in the contest for the first time. Around the block, saved by the Defenders. Set comes back right side. Donhofer unable to put it away. Right side attack, dug by Beckering in the middle back. Comes back to Doctor. Doctor blocked at the net. Point Lancers. 11-4. Weber and Gunther with the block. And serving for the Lancers will be Indall. Addison Indall with service. Her team leading by 7. Short, taken by Doctor. Gets it back to Heisman. Heisman to Deckers. Deckers with a kill out of the middle. It's 11-5. Wheelinga will check in to serve. Wolfswinkel is in the on the left side now. Donhofer on the right. Deckers is your middle blocker. Serve controlled by the Lancers. Dordt needs to put a string of points together, and attacking and hitting wide is Weber. Point defenders. Dordt trails 11-6. 11-6. Wheelinga serving. And Wheelinga's short serve taken by the Lancers. Set goes to the middle, and Gunther over the kill. It's 12-6, so the defenders got back-to-back points before relinquishing service. And the serve taken by Wolfswinkel. Gets it back over to Beckering. Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel didn't have much of an angle to work with. Taps it into the block, and it's 13-6. 13-6. Lancers lead by 7. And the serve taken by the defenders. Right side, Donhofer with a kill. It's 13-7. 13-7 defenders, down 6. So the defenders at some point have to string together 3 or 4 points, I think. Just won't have enough time if you chip away 1 point here, 1 point there. Marty only has 12 points to go. And the attack from the right side and hitting it long and out of bounds is Weber. And Dordt has scored back-to-back points. They're back to within 5, 13-8. So 13-8, let's see if the defenders can keep a little string going here. Popma serving. Popma had an ace to close set number 1. Set goes outside, and tooling it off the block for the kill is Wacholtz. And Wacholtz extends it back to a 14-8 advantage. So 14-8. Serve taken by Wheelinga. Comes back to Heisman. Right side Donhofer around the block. Saved by Weber. Right side attack Wacholtz, and the defenders there to block it. And the defenders trade points with the Lancers. It's 14-9. Lancers in effect playing side out volleyball on that sequence. Carlson into the contest. So Myra checks in. Serve a floater taken by Tollinger. Weber, right side, Wacholtz, dug by Jackson, saved by Wheelinga. Right side, Caparis, blocked at the net, point Lancers. It's 15-9. (15-9) defenders. Down 6. Serving again is Schweitzer. Schweitzer started this thing with a 4-point run on serves. And the attack out of the middle, that's Wolfswinkel on the combo play, but she hits it long and out of bounds. It's 16-9 Lancers. Lancers were up 7-1 when Dordt used their first time out. Dordt got as close as 5 on a couple different occasions, but now it's back to a 7-point difference. Out of the middle, unable to put it away was Carlson. Here come the Lancers, and a roll shot and a kill for the Lancers and Indall. 17-9, and it's an 8-point lead, the biggest of the night for the Lancers thus far. Lancers up by 8 here in set number 2, threatening to tie it. This time out brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
The Dordt defenders trailing 17-9. If you're going to make a rally, you've got to do it here. You're just going to run out of time otherwise. Set goes over to Caparis, unable to put it away on the outside. Set left side and off of the block. That's Endall. Dordt reloads. Throw it outside to Wolfswinkel. Bangs off of the block. Here come the Lancers. Weber with the set to the middle and into the tape is Eichhoff, and the defenders stop the run at 3 for the Lancers. It's 17-10. Defenders down 7. Doctor is in. Wheelinga will check out. As we have time, we'll check in with some of the scores from around the conference. Probably in set number 3 is when we'll get that time. Off high hands, here come the defenders. Jackson, right side to Caparis, blocked at the net, and now Dordt unable to transition. Point Lancers. It's 18-10. 18-10, Terrence Sparts will check into the match. Checking out will be Haley Caparis. And serving for the Lancers will be Tollinger. Tollinger's serve taken by Beckering, back to Jackson. Here's Doctor, that is, and Doctor with a kill. It's 18-11. So Ellie Doctor with the kill. Deckers back into the match now. Ada Deckers. We saw her play a little bit earlier this week. Or last week, I should say. 6'1" sophomore from Waconia, Minnesota. Controlled Lancers. Lancers back set right side and the kill for Gabby Miller. It's 19-11. Lancers just sitting on this lead. Grabbed the lead early, and Dordt's been unable to dent it since. Mount Marty the momentum right away. Deckers blocked at the net, now dumped over by Jackson, saved by the defenders. Comes back to Doof. Doof to Sparts. Sparts blocked at the net. It's 20-11. Well, the Lancers have taken the momentum. Dordt's used up all of their timeouts, and now the Lancers serving with a 20-11 lead, and Gabby Miller. Gabby Miller with serve. Taken by Doctor to Jackson. Doctor blocked at the net. Point Lancers. It's 21-11. So the Lancers here in set number 2, 10 kills to Dordt 6. Dordt hitting for negative numbers in set 2. And the Lancers now with serve. Taken by Doctor. Comes back, right side, Sparts off high hand. Stab saved by the Lancers, controlled by the defenders. Doof gets it over to Jackson. Cross-court shot by Doctor, hits it wide and out of bounds. 22-11, Mount Marty. Lancers. And the Lancers serve it into the net. Dordt down 10. So Chloe Heisman with service. And Heisman will line it up and send it over. Controlled by the Lancers and Endall. Set goes to the middle. Saved by Doof. No, out of the middle is Gunther. Gunther over the kill. It's 23-12. 23-12. Serving will be Mount Marty and Addison Endall. And Endall's serve taken by Doctor. Comes back to the middle, Doctor. Doctor out of the middle for the kill. It's 23-13. Well, the Lancers the defenders have to put together a string of points here. They can't allow the Lancers to get to set point with that much room to breathe. Got to put some pressure on, but that means scoring 7 or 8 in a row here. Haley Wheelinga with service. Controlled by the Lancers. Set goes to the middle. Deckers pushes it back. Lancers attack. Set outside and around the block and the kill. That's Wacholtz. It's 24-13 and the Lancers now 1 point away and an 11-point cushion to play with. So Dordt won set 1, 25-12. And it certainly appears the Lancers in position to take set number 2. Looking for all intents and purposes like we're headed to a best-of-3 situation. Set goes to the outside. Wolfswinkel blocked at the net. Point Lancers, and Mount Marty wins set 2, 25-13. 25-12, 25-13. Each team wins a set. We head to set number 3, knotted 1 set apiece. Let's take a 2-minute break. This is Dordt Volleyball on the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today, serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes, Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail.
We head to set number 3, tied up 1 set apiece. The defenders with 21 kills for the match, Mount Marty with 20. The defenders with 15 attack errors, Mount Marty with 11. Dordt had 12 attack errors in set number 2. Points off of blocks, Dordt scored 2, and the Mount Marty Lancers have scored 9 points off of blocks, including 7 in set number 2. So the Lancers taking control of set number 2 early. And now the defenders will need to rally with and get the momentum back with our match tied at 1. Other Great Plains Athletic Conference volleyball tonight. Midland leads Briar Cliff 2-0 in Sioux City. Doane and Waldorf are tied in Forest City 1-1. College of St. Mary and Dakota Wesleyan are tied 1-1. That one's being played in Mitchell. Concordia leads Morningside 1-0. Northwestern leads Hastings 1-0 in a match being played in Orange City. So the Dordt defenders, right from the start, got down 4-0 in set number 2 and never really rebounded. Got back to within 5, and that was it. The defenders led by Ellie Doctor with 5 kills, 4 for Lainey Wolfswinkel, 3 for Haley Caparis and Ellie Wegg. And we did not see Ellie Wegg play in set number 2. She is on the bench. And I've not seen anything that would indicate that she is unable to play, and now, thought she was going to check in, and now she is not. Ellie Doctor is going to check in, so the wrong Ellie. So we will see how Dordt approaches set number 2. They played a little more of Ada Deckers in set number 2. For the Lancers, they're led by Miller with 6 and Gunther with 5 kills. And the Lancers will now serve. Serving for the Lancers in set 3, Julia Weber. So Weber has service for the Lancers with our match tied at 1 set apiece. Weber serve taken by Backering. Right side attack goes to Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel into the net point, Mount Marty. So the Mount Marty Lancers have not trailed since the end of set number 1 when they lost 25-12. And serve is taken by Backering. Gets it over to Jackson outside to Donhofer. Donhofer with a kill. We're tied at 1 set at 1-1. Donhofer records the kill, her 3rd. And the defenders hitting .090 for a kill efficiency. Wolfswinkel now with service. And Wolfswinkel sends it over, controlled by the Lancers. Lancers attacking out of the middle, blocked by Deckers. Lancers scrambling, no, and Deckers will get credit for the kill, and the defenders take a 2-1 lead. 2-1 our score. Momentum, such a funny thing, especially in volleyball. Wolfswinkel serve up and over and passed over the net by the Lancers. That'll go as an ace serve for Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel entered play today with 26 ace serves this year. And for Wolfswinkel, that is her first. Wheelinga has 2. Dordt as a team has 5. Serve to the sideline. Dordt leading 3-1. Set goes outside, dug by Jackson on the cover. Backering throws it outside to Donhofer, unable to put it away. Lancers attacking. This is Wachholtz, and Wachholtz hits it wide and out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt leads 4-1. 4-1 our score. Well, if you're Dordt, you don't want to go 5 tonight. You've got the College of St. Mary match looming tomorrow. I don't think I'm overstating things, but these 4 matches over the next 2 weeks, critical for the defenders in terms of how they'll finish in Great Plains Athletic Conference play. Gabby Miller threw the block for the kill. It's 4-2. Dordt with 4 matches this week with players with teams that are surrounding them in the league. Either a game back, the same, or, well, they're all either a game back or the same record. Pushed over the net by Deckers. This is how you get a little separation. Passed over the net, free ball. Controlled by Jackson. Bump set, right side it goes. Donhofer tools it off of the block, out of bounds, though last touch by Dordt. It'll be Mount Marty with a point, 4-3. All 4 of these matches this week and next week are against teams that you'll only see once as well, so they carry significant importance because of that. Serve controlled by the defenders. Deckers, it goes right side. Donhofer blocked at the net, covered by Deckers. Kept it alive. Jackson has to bump it outside for Doctor. Doctor taps it over the net. Saved by the Lancers. Lancers attacking. Tooling off the block for the kill is Addison Indahl. We're tied 4-4. 4-4 our score. Lancers have tied it up. Serve taken by the defenders. Outside it goes Doctor. Doctor into the tape point Mount Marty, and Mount Marty has scored 4 points in a row. They lead 5-4. 5-4 the score. Serving is Schweitzer. Schweitzer serve taken. Defenders, right side it goes. And Donhofer blocked at the net. 5 points in a row by the Lancers. They lead 6-4. 6-4 Defenders. Down 2 now after surrendering 5 in a row. Jackson, Deckers, high contact point and the kill. It's 6-5. Myra Carlson checks in. Beckering will serve. Deckers has a seat. And serving for the Defenders will be Beckering, controlled. Here comes Mount Marty. Mount Marty attacking and off the block for the kill is Indahl. Indahl makes it 7-5. 7-5. Serving will be Kate Tollinger. And Tollinger to line it up and send it over. Taken by Doctor. No, that'll go as an ace serve for Tollinger. It's 8-5. It appears the Defenders a little bit regrouping needs to take place. Trailing by 3 here in set 2. 1-1 in the match. Saved by the Defenders, Jackson. Jackson goes back right side, Donhofer. Roll shot, saved by the Lancers. Right side attack it comes, off high hands. The attack by Miller. Dordt attacking, back over to Doctor. Doctor for the kill. Ellie Doctor goes cross court with a kill from the outside. Heisman checks in. Terrence Sparts checks out. And the serve is controlled by the Lancers. Lancers attacking through the block. Saved by Heisman. Kept it alive, Doof. Doof goes outside Doctor. Doctor off the block. Saved by the Lancers. Lancers attacking. Tough angle and unable to get to it. Point Defenders. It's 8-7. Defenders. Down 1. Served by Heisman, controlled by the Lancers. Right side attack, pushed over the block, and it's into the it finds the back line. And a point for the Lancers. It's 9-7. Beckering comes to Carlson, tools it off the block for the kill. Myra Carlson with the kill. It's 9-8. And for Carlson, that is her third kill. And Haley Wheeling it out with service. And Wheeling gets served, taken by Tollinger. Outside it comes, and to the back line, and a kill for the Lancers. It's 10-8. Comes back, Wolfswinkel, back to Carlson, taps it around the block, saved by the Lancers. Lancers tap to the sideline and a kill. Julia Weber goes cross court, tips it, keeps it inside the sideline. And the Defenders trail again 11-8. Defenders don't want to get in a position like they were in set number 2. Beckering, Heisman, Wolfswinkel, cross court kill. Peyton Pompel will check into the match. Myra Carlson will check out. So Peyton Pompel with service. And Popma trying to serve her team back into the set. Trailing 11-9. Block put up by the Defenders. Lancers will attack. Set goes outside. Pushed down the sideline. Save Popma. Down ball now by Wolfswinkel. Saved by the Lancers. Lancers, set goes to the middle, unable to put it away. Gunther got it around the block. Heisman from behind the spike line. Popma unable to put it down. Lancers now tipped to the sideline. Heisman goes after one that was out of bounds. Comes back to Sparts. Sparts with the power tip to the sideline and the kill. Well, that was one where Chloe Heisman appeared to lose her bearings and where she was in relation to the sideline. The defenders finally able to get a point from Taryn Sparts, though. For Sparts, I believe her first kill today. And now the serve by Popma into the net. Point Lancers. Lancers lead 12-10. Carlson and Beckering check into the match. Popma. Beg your pardon. Beckering checks in, and you've got that switch, that three-way switch. Serve controlled by the defenders. Wheelinga goes back. Wolfswinkel blocked. Heisman now with the set back to Sparts. Sparts tools it over the block for the kill. It's 12-11. Carly Jackson checks back into the match. Checking out will be Taryn Sparts. Heisman checks out of the match. Checking in, Peyton Donhofer. And serving for the defenders will be Carly Jackson. And Jackson with the floater to the back line, and that's an ace serve. 12-12, and the defenders have tied it. For the defenders, that is their 7th ace serve this evening. And for Carly Jackson, that is her second to go with 12 assists. She and Heisman each have 12. Defenders led by Ellie Doctor with 6 kills. Defenders serving for the lead now. Set right side, banged off of the block. That was Weber, unable to put it away. Set comes back right side, off the high hands. Deckers covers it. Now tapped to the sideline by Wolfswinkel, saved by the defenders and Wheelinga. Jackson back over to Deckers. Deckers taps it over. Mount Marty attacking. Cross-court shot and a kill for Wacholtz. Mount Marty with a 13-12 lead after that extended rally. And Weber has service. Julia Weber with the serve down the line, taken by Wheelinga. Back to Jackson, right side. Wolfswinkel attacking from the right side, getting the kill. Our second tie at 13-13. 13-13. Wolfswinkel serving. And the serve controlled by the Lancers. Dordt has not led since the early going. Cross-court shot taken by Wolfswinkel. Jackson gets it back outside Doctor. Doctor blocked at the net. Mount Marty fights off the Dordt rally again. They lead 14-13. So the Lancers with a 14-13 lead, and serving will be Jenna Schweitzer. Schweitzer has service. And Schweitzer's serve into the tape. We're tied up 14-all. I've always wondered, I would like to do it, but just don't have the time. I'd like to watch over the course of a season, the first team to 15, what's the percentage, what's their winning percentage in those sets. Set goes left side, unable to save by Beckering, but Beckering unable to keep it in play. Point Mount Marty. Mount Marty with a 15-14 lead on the Lexi Eichhoff kill. So Eichhoff with the kill. Serving again will be Tollinger. And Tollinger, middle back by Doof. Jackson, outside Doctor, bangs off the block, covered by the Lancers. Weber throws it outside over high hands. That was Indahl. Dordt attacking. Carlson taps to the sideline, saved by the Lancers. Overhand, back to Indahl. Indahl off high hands, saved by the defenders. Comes back right side, Doctor. Doctor roll shot, saved by the Lancers. Weber bump set Tollinger. Right side attack, unable to put it away was Miller. Dordt takes it middle back, Beckering. Right side, Donhofer, unable to put it down on the sideline. Saved by Wacholtz. Dordt reloads, comes back to Doctor. Doctor cross court, dug by Tollinger. Saved by the Lancers, pushed over the net, covered by Donhofer. Goes back to Jackson, outside Doctor. Doctor blocked at the net. Miller with a bump set to Indahl. Indahl with the kill. Indahl with the kill, and Mount Marty leads 16-14. Now if you're Dordt, you're into that position. You need a point back. You're starting to get into the latter stages of set number 3, and you don't want to get down 3. Right side attack, Donhofer. Blocked at the net. Doctor tries to attack on the broken play. hits it into the net. Point Lancers at 17-14. And the defenders set for serve receive. And the serve taken by Doof. Goes back to Jackson. Now Carlson. Carlson blocked Doug. Here comes the attack. And hitting it to the sideline for the kill is Indall. Indall makes it 18-14. Mount Marty on a 4-0 run, and the defenders will use a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute. (18-14), Lancers leading by 4 here in set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Dordt won set 1, 25-12. Mount Marty reversed the table, or turned the tables in set 2, 25-13. We were tied in set number 3 up to 14-14. We had 5 ties, the last one at 14 all. Mount Marty has scored 4 in a row, and the defenders now need a comeback. So Ellie Wegg checks back into the match. Myra Carlson will check out. And serving will be Kate Tollinger. Tollinger's serve taken by Doof to Jackson. Outside Doctor. Doctor off high hands and a kill. And the defenders get a point out of the timeout, trailing 18-15. Donhofer is out. Heisman is in. Jackson is out. Sparts is in for the defenders. The attackers for the defenders, Wegg, Sparts, and Doctor. Heisman serving. And Heisman serve controlled by the Lancers. Lancers attacking and throwing it into the net was Gabby Miller. It's 18-16. Tried to go to the power tip. And Gabby Miller with an attack error. Dordt down 2 now. After the timeout, they've scored back-to-back. Heisman with service. Ace would be big here. And it's just long and out of bounds. Point Lancers. It's 19-16 on the service error for the defenders. That is their 4th service error today. The defenders with 6 attack errors here in set 3. The Lancers have 3. Doctor, Heisman, Wegg, kill. So Ellie Wegg with the kill. Serving is Wheelinga. And Haley Wheelinga, the sophomore from Hull, has service. And Wheelinga's serve controlled by the Lancers. Lancers attacking, and a kill from the left side by Weber. Weber makes it 20-17, Mount Marty. 20-17 Lancers. And Indall has service. Her serve is short, taken by Wolfswinkel. Heisman back to Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel with a swing and the kill, 20-18. 20-18 defenders, down 2, and now serving will be Peyton Popma. Defenders trying to rally. It was tied 14 all. The defenders have not led since it was 4-3. Relinquished a 4-1 lead. And serving will be Peyton Popma. Popma, floater, controlled by the Lancers. Right side through the box, saved by Heisman. Kept alive by Wheelinga. Bumps that right side Sparks. Sparks off high hands and no touch. No touch at the net called on the Lancers. Point Mount Marty. They lead 21-18. Well, this one's going to end up being a white knuckler the way it looks. Defenders won set 1 handily, and It's really been Mount Marty in control ever since. Got out of the chute quickly in set 2, and Dordt never recovered. Comes back to Heisman. Deckers out of the middle kill. Set number 3 not over, though. Dordt will need a rally, though. Trailing 21-19. Sparts is in. Jackson is in. Sparts is out. Donhofer also checks into the match. See if Carly Jackson can put a couple in here. Jackson, floater to the back line. Lancers get to it, and Deckers puts up a block, and the defenders back to within point, 21-20. We have a timeout on the floor, charged to Mount Marty. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 1 minute.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
(21-20) defenders trailing by a point. Isa Cumana checks in for defensive purposes, I would imagine. Jackson serves down the sideline. Here comes Mount Marty. Mount Marty attacking over the block, saved by Wheelinga. Gets it over to Jackson, to Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel banks it off of the tape and in. Dordt ties it 21-21. So the defenders tied up 21-21 on the kill by Wolfswinkel. And the serve to the back line is just long and out of bounds by Carly Jackson. Just misses it. And the Mount Marty Lancers maintain the lead at 22-21. 22-21. Well, over in Arkansas, the defender hockey team, there's Deckers. Deckers out of the middle with a kill. It's 22-all. A scoreless tie between the defenders and the Razorbacks in hockey. Second intermission, Isaiah Van Ord with 15 saves for the defenders. We're tied 22-22 here in set 3. Wolfswinkel serving. Dordt's not led since the early going. Here come the Lancers. Lancers attacking through the middle. Saved by Wolfswinkel with the stab. Controlled Lancers. Lancers through the block and a kill. Wacholtz with the kill. It's 23-22. Doof checks into the match. Checking out will be Wolfswinkel. And checking in will be Donhofer. Humana will check out. 23-22 defenders, down 1. Taken by Beckering to Jackson, outside Doctor. Doctor with a swing, and nobody touched it for Mount Marty, and the Lancers are now on set point. 24-22, defenders down 2, set number 3, and the defenders will use their second and final timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute. Jenna Schweitzer serving. And Schweitzer trying to give her team a 2-1 lead in the best-of-5 match. Taken by the defenders. Jackson keeps it alive, gets it over to Deckers. Deckers around the block. Here comes Mount Marty's chance. Set goes outside and off of the antenna. The attack by Indall. Dordt back to within a point, 24-23, but the Lancers still at set point. Kylie Beckering has service with her team. And we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
(24-23) Defenders trailing here in set number 3. Trying to tie the set up. They have not led since it was 4-3. Kylie Beckering has service. Donhofer is out. Cumana is in. And Beckering has service. Beckering serve, a floater taken by the Lancers. Bump set outside, blocked at the net by the defenders. Saved by Tollinger. Set comes right side, dug by Beckering. Dordt, Jackson outside it goes. Doctor with a kill. We're tied 24-all. So the defenders have tied it at 24-all. Both teams are out of timeouts. We'll play extra points here. Tied up one set apiece. Serving for the defenders is Beckering. Beckering, left-hand side, goes cross court. Set goes to the middle, banged off a block, and the kill for the Lancers. Lexi Eichhoff with the kill. It's 25-24 Lancers, and now the Lancers will serve. This is Tollinger serving. And Tollinger serve, taken by Doof to Jackson. Right side, Donhofer with the swing, dug by the Lancers. Outside it goes, block put up by Weg and Donhofer. Lancers reload again. Through the box, saved by Beckering. Jackson, outside it goes, tapped over the net by Doctor. Lancers reload again, set to the middle, and the block put up on the attack by Gunther. Ellie Weg with the block, and the Dordt defenders have tied it at 25-all. Weg and Donhofer getting credit for that block. The Lancers have scored 13 points off of blocks this evening. The defenders with 5. Donhofer checks out of the match. Heisman will check in. Dordt has not led since it was 4-3. They've come back to tie it, but they've never taken the lead. They have had 7 ties since it was 12-12. There have been 9 ties total at 1 and 4. Heisman serving. The winner takes a 2-1 lead in the best-of-5 match. Serving Heisman. And she goes from the right-hand side. Controlled by the Lancers. Schweitzer. They have to chase it. This will be a free ball. Set. Heisman, middle. Weg off the tape. Lancers have a chance. Outside it goes. Blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Last touch by the defenders. Indall with a kill. It's 26-25. 26-25, Lancers leading. Gabby Miller has service. So Miller now with serve. And Miller's serve a floater. Taken by Doctor to Heisman to Weg. Weg banks it off the block for the kill. It's 26-all. (26-26). Wheelinga has service. And Wheeling a serve controlled by the Lancers. Pushed over the net, free ball. Dordt, Heisman, Wheeling up, back set, Doctor around the block, hits it long and out of bounds. Point Lancers. Dordt had a broken play, but it was Wheeling a setting. And her set off of the net, and Doctor tried to work it around the block. Short serve taken by Beckering. Heisman, right side, Sparts, roll shot, kill. Well, both teams have gotten a little more tentative here in set number 3 in the latter stages, and rather than swinging, we've seen more roll shots and tips. Peyton Popma has service. 27-all our score. This is the 6th tie since it was 21-21. Popma's serve controlled Lancers. Lancers right side, banged off of the block, saved by Wheelinga. Gets it over to Heisman. Dordt, Deckers with the swing. And now we have a player, and they're going to say that there was no interference call. The middle blocker for Mount Marty was well under the net, and I don't know if she made contact with Deckers or not, but they're not going to call an interference play. Dordt, Heisman, Deckers for the kill. It's 28-all. So we'll go back and I'll review that one later tonight. I want to see how that one looked on video, because it certainly seemed like the middle blocker for the Lancers was well across the center line and interfered with Deckers on the play. Jackie Smith saw the same thing I did. Now the officials did not call it, and they have the radios to talk to each other and confer, and they did not make the call. As it is, we're tied 28-all. Short serve taken by the Lancers. Lancers right side through the box, saved by Beckering. To Jackson outside. Wolfswinkel with the kill, and the defenders have their first lead since it was 4-3. So 29-28, defenders leading by a point. our score, and Jackson served, nearly put down. Well, it's put down by Deckers on the overpass, and the defenders close set 3 with a 3-0 run, and they win set 3, 30-28. 30-28, defenders win set number 3, take a 2-1 lead in the best of 5 match. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with set number 4 right after this.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. Discover more than just inventory, service, and financing for Ford models. Mile Motor Company is committed to exceptional customer service. Mile Motor on Highway 75 North in Sioux Center. Online, milemotor.com. Today's broadcast brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit.
Dordt's program is a little bit unique in that it's entirely online, but one of the unique pieces is that for every learning module in every single class, we have a synchronous class. Students get a chance to know each other, to interact with each other, to learn from each other. That opportunity is really valued by the students that are in the program. I enjoy that. I enjoy teaching those classes and getting to know those students, but also being able to bring in different people's experiences.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Eric Rankin, a proud sponsor of Dordt University Defender Athletics. For all your investment needs, call 712-722-0618 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, SPIC. Members Cut, more than meat, where strong values, great food, and hometown spirit comes together. Stop in and taste the difference community makes. Located just south of Scooters on Highway 75.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
We head to set number 4 with Dordt rallying to win set number 3, 30-28 after trailing 18-14. They fought back to tie it at 21. We were tied at 21-22, 24-25, 26-27, and 28. Dordt did not take its first lead since it was 4-3 until it was 29-28. Serve is short and an ace serve for the Lancers, and the Lancers starting quickly here in set number 2. If you're Dordt, you do not want a replay of set number 2. They're out quickly here in set number 4. Set number 2, and they go quick attack Deckers. Deckers out of the middle for the kill. 2-1 our score. Cumana checks in. Donhofer will check out. Ellie Doctor into the match. She'll attack from the left side. And the serve taken by Tollinger. Here come the Lancers. Right side, cross court, and missing it wide and out of bounds was Gabby Miller. Now, I will say, in between sets, we took a look at the replay of that call where it seemed like there could have been an interference call. And watching the replay did nothing to dispel our thoughts that there could have been an interference call made. Cumana, second contact, keeps it alive. Swiping it off the block for the kill is Doctor, and Dordt leads 3-2. Hockey action in Arkansas. It is 1-0 Dordt over the Razorbacks. So the Defender hockey team trying to sit on a 1-0 lead and close it out. They'll play again tomorrow afternoon, but they've still got 12 minutes to go. Wolfswinkel with the serve into the net, and we're tied 3-3. 3-3 our score. The Defenders in set number 3, 20 kills, 10 errors. Lancers, 14 kills, 6 errors. Set goes outside. Doctor down the line. Dug by Weber. Lancers attacking and into the tape. Never made it over the net. Addison Indall with the attack error. Dordt leads 4-3. Ellie Doctor and Lainey Wolfswinkel with 9 kills apiece for the Defenders. 8 of Deckers with 7. Carly Jackson, 20 assists. Heisman with 18. 13 digs for Beckering. For Mount Marty so far, they're led by Miller with 8 and Indall with 7. They've held Gunther in check for the most part. Dordt puts a block up with Weg and Cumana, and the Defenders lead at 5-3. The Defenders, the Lancers, have done great work at the net defensively with 13 points off of blocks. Dordt with 6. And the serve by Beckering is into the net. Point Mount Marty. Mount Marty back to within a point at 5-4. First 2 sets were blowouts. Third set was a nail-biter. Fourth set, TBD. Controlled by Doctor. to Jackson. Throws it right side. Donhofer has to tap it over. Lancers attacking. Set right side. Banged off of the block, and we've got a player in the net for the, I beg your pardon. We've got a player attacking from in front of the spike line that was in the back row, and the defenders lead 6-4. So that's an attack error by Gabby Miller, number 15, a 5'11 senior from New Underwood. And the defenders leading 6-4. Chloe Heisman has service. Heisman with serve. Controlled Lancers. Lancers attacking. Cross court dug by Heisman. That's Doof with the set. Now dug up and over and out of bounds by the Lancers, and the defenders with an early lead at 7-4. See if the defenders can maintain the advantage. Up 7-4 here in set number 4. Leading in the match 2-1. Playing with a little more confidence again, a little more momentum. Looping serve. Lancers attacking down the line and saved by Heisman off the attack by Weber, but Weber gets the kill. Weber went down the line with the kill, attacking from the left side with the left side attack. Defenders by 2. Beckering, Heisman. They call Heisman for being under the net. 7-6 Mount Marty, down 1. Dordt attacking Heisman, goes back to Doctor. Doctor taps it, controlled by the Lancers. Lancers right side and hitting the cross-court shot. Tough angle and a kill for Julia Weber. It's 7-7. 7-7 our score. Seven to 7 the score. Addison Indall with serve. Misses it wide and out of bounds, and the defenders maintain a 1-point lead at 8-7. 8-7 our score. Defenders by a point. Haley Wheelinga will have service. And Wheelinga's serve is to the back line, controlled by the Lancers and Indall. Banged off of the block. The attack by Wacholtz. Now pushed over by Gunther to the sideline. Gunther over the kill. Gunther saw the block in the middle, saw the dagger in the middle as well, and tips it to the sideline, registers the kill. And the defenders and Lancers are tied 8-8. Well, the defender hockey team has gotten a goal for insurance near the midpoint of the third period. They lead Arkansas 2-0. Controlled by the defenders after the block. Heisman, right side, Sparts, roll shot, kill. 9-8 defenders leading by a point. Dordt will play College of St. Mary tomorrow, and then next weekend at Doane and Hastings for a pair of matches. Serving will be Peyton Popma. And Popma's serve, short, controlled, Lancers. Lancers attacking and to the back line. So the line judge signaled in. The R1 initially signaled in and then pulled back and says out, and that will draw the ire of the Mount Marty crowd. 10-8 defenders up by 2 after the delayed out call. Set left side and hitting it wide and out of bounds. That's Wacholtz. It's 11-8. 11-8 our score. Peyton Popma will serve, and we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
11:08 hour score. That timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Serving for the defenders will be Peyton Potma. Potma serves to the sideline. Controlled Lancers. Lancers right side. Dug by Heisman up and over. Lancers attacking again, and the defenders, Deckers puts a block up with Sparts. And the Dordt defenders lead at 12-8. 12:08 hour score. Dordt leading by 4. So the defenders taking a lead here, taking control in set number 4, leading in the match 2-1. Set left side, Wacholtz, dug by Heisman, kept it alive. Wheelinga back over to Sparts. Sparts blocked at the net, point Lancers. Lancers stopped the run at 4 points in a row. So 12-9, defenders by 3. And serving will be Julia Weber. Serve controlled, Heisman right side, Sparts off balance, and an attack error called against the defenders. It's 12-10. Our score. And serve controlled by Wheelinga. Outside it goes, Wolfswinkel unable to put it down. Set left side, round the block, and a kill for Wacholtz. Wacholtz makes it 3 in a row for the Lancers. It's 12-11, defenders by a point. Serving will be Julia Weber. And Weber's knuckleball serve taken by Wheelinga. Back to Heisman. Heisman Deckers. Deckers hits it long and out of bounds. Point Lancers. We're tied 12-all. Well, after having some momentum, the defenders have given the momentum back. It's 12-all. So 12-12 our score. Lancers still serving and still with the momentum. Set goes middle Deckers. Deckers unable to put it away. Now tapped to the sideline by Deckers, and Ada Deckers makes it 13-12. Ada Deckers with her 8th kill to go with 2 solos and 2 block assists. 13-12, defenders by a point, and serving is Jackson. Jackson, knuckleball serve, controlled by the Lancers. Lancers with the attack to the right and just unable to close the block. Wolfswinkel and Deckers. We're tied 13-all. 13-13. Jenna Schweitzer has service. So Schweitzer with the serve, short taken by Wheelinga, gets it back over to Jackson. Jackson, Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel blocked at the net, and the Lancers take the lead at 14-13. First time they've led here in set number 4. We were tied at 7-8. Lancers coming from behind. We were tied again at 12-13, and now the Lancers have taken the lead at 14-13. Backering sends it over to Donhofer, unable to put it away. Lancers attacking, right side that is Miller. Dordt attacking now, pushed over by Deckers. Saved by the Lancers. Lancers attacking into the block, and Deckers and Donhofer put the block up, and we're tied 14-all. 14-14, Ellie Doctor with service. Ellie Doctor checking in. Serving will be Wolfswinkel. So Lainey Wolfswinkel has service. And Wolfswinkel's serve is into the net. Point Mount Marty. It's 15-14. 15-14. Doctor leads the defenders with 10 kills. Wolfswinkel has 9. Deckers is hitting for a .333 kill efficiency with 8 kills. Serve is taken by Doctor. Back to Doof, now Doctor. Doctor across court, hits it wide and out of bounds, and Mount Marty has a 16-14 lead. 16-14. And serve is controlled by the defenders. Comes back right side. Donhofer with a tap. Controlled by the Lancers. Power tip. Sideline taken by Beckering. Back to Jackson. Jackson Deckers. Deckers with a kill. 16-15 defenders. Down a point. Checking back into the match will be Ellie Wegg. Beckering has service. And the defenders, after leading much of the early going, relinquished the lead at about the midpoint of the set, and now trying to rally to tie it. Set goes to the middle, and out of the middle for the kill is Gunther. Gunther makes it a 17-15 Mount Marty lead. 17-15 Lancers lead. Serving will be Miller. Controlled. Doof over to Doctor. Doctor with a kill. Doctor with her 11th kill. So Doctor with the kill. Keeping an eye on that hockey game. It's still 2-0 defenders. Under 5 minutes to go now. Heisman has service. Chloe Heisman. Floater to the back line, too much float to it, and it goes out of bounds for the defenders. That is their 9th service error today. Make that 8, beg your pardon. Got 6 aces. Lancers 3-3. And serve short, taken by Doctor. Heisman, right side, Wegg. Wegg, cross court, Wegg, kill. So Ellie Wegg played set 1. Then sat much of set 2. Well, she sat all of set 2 and much of set 3, and then came back partway through set 3. She got 6 kills in her season debut with 1 error and 8 total swings. Serving is Wheelinga, short, taken by the Lancers. They'll set right side, banged off the block. Wheelinga, overhand pass to Heisman, tipped over the net by Wegg. Saved by the Lancers, right side, blocked at the net, and it's down on Dordt's side. Sparts trying to get to it, and it ends up on the floor, 19-17 Mount Marty. So Mount Marty back in front by 2, 19-17, and serving for the Lancers will be Macy Drotzman. Drotzman has service. Drotzman so far today. This is her first, she's serving. She's played in all 3 sets up to this point. Sees her first action of set 4. The attack down the line by Wolfswinkel, saved by Mount Marty. Wheelinga gets it to Beckering. Throws it high over to Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel with the kill. So Lainey Wolfswinkel with the kill. It's 19-18. Peyton Potma serving. The defenders down a point. See if they can put together back-to-back points here. Maybe even 3 in a row. Potma's service. And serve controlled by the Lancers. They'll send it right side. Power tip. Saved by Sparts. Gets it over to Heisman. Back to Sparts. Blocked at the net. Pushed back over. Now Dordt reloads. Wheelinga. Bump set. Pushed over the net by Heisman, saved by the Lancers. Lancers attacking, and the block put up, and we're going to have a lift called on the Lancers. 19-19 our score. That block ends up resting on Wacholt's back as she tried to get out of the way. The prolonged contact, don't see it necessarily on the jersey numbers very often. Potma, serve controlled by the Lancers. Right side and hitting it long and out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt leads 20-19. $20-19 our score. And Potma's serve is an ace. 21-19. So we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. (21-19) Defenders leading by 2 here in set number 4. Peyton Popma serve and overpass. Deckers tries to put it away. Here come the Lancers. Right side attack through the block. Saved by Heisman. Gets it over to Wheelinga. Right side Sparts. Sparts off high hands kill. 22-19. The Defenders on a 5-0 run right now. Lancers are out of timeouts. 22-19. And serving for the Defenders will be Peyton Popma. Popma, short serve, controlled Lancers. Lancers attacking and dug by Popma, middle back. Wolfswinkel tips it over. Saved by the Lancers. Lancers attacking, goes right side and hitting cross court and missing it wide and out of bounds is Julia Weber. And it's 23-19. 23-19 Defenders by 4. (23-19) Defenders by 4. Short serve. Defenders 2 points away from taking a 4-set win. Up into the ceiling it goes. Defenders keep it alive. Passed over the net by Wheelinga. Saved by the Lancers. Lancers attacking right side off high hands. Saved by Sparts. And now an overpass, and it's put down by the Lancers and Eichhoff. 23-20 Defenders up 3. So the Lancers not dead yet. Julia Weber serving. (23-20) Defenders by 3. And the serve taken by Wheelinga. Back to Deckers. Deckers unable to put it away. Lancers attacking. Power tip. Saved by Wolfswinkel. Pushed over the net by Wheelinga. Saved by the Lancers. Lancers attacking outside. Block put up, and the Lancers get a kill. It's Wacholtz with the kill, and it's 23-21. Defenders might want to use one of their 2 timeouts. They will not. 23-21 Defenders. Defenders trying to get to set and match point. Lancers trying to fight it off. Beckering goes to Heisman. Heisman to Sparts. Sparts hits it long and out of bounds. We'll have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
The Dordt Defenders with a 23-22 lead. Mount Marty with service. In case you're curious about that hockey game, the Defenders, it appears, well, it's late. Under a minute to go, they lead 2-0. Deckers with the attack out of the middle, and we've got a touch called on the Lancers. 24-22. So a touch was called at the net. Now the game of telephone between the R1 and the captain and the head coach for the Lancers. So two defenders leading 2-1. So 2-1, and Dordt now leading 24-22. After the kill by Ada Deckers. And serving will be Carly Jackson. Jackson serving on set and match point. Taken by the Lancers. Lancers right side through the block. Hatchet save. Tip to the back corner. Lancers keep it alive. Set goes outside. Block put up by the defenders in Cumana and Deckers. Set right side. Unable to put it away. The attack by Miller. Miller again, and Miller with a kill. Miller with the kill. It's 24-23. Defenders serving to tie it is Schweitzer. So Jenna Schweitzer with service. And the serve taken by Wheelinga. Gets it back. Deckers out of the middle. Deckers with the kill. And the Dordt defenders win it by a final of 25-23. Dordt wins in 4, 25-12, 13-25, 30-28, and 25-23. The defenders are now 4-3 in the league, 13-5 overall. Mount Marty 9-9, and 2-5. You're listening to Dordt Volleyball on the Dordt Media Network. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with the Wireless World post-match show right after this.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
Welcome back to the Wireless World post-match show where the Dordt defenders hold off the Mount Marty Lancers 25-12, 13-25, 30-28, and 25-23. The defenders now 13-5 overall, 4-3 in the conference. Mount Marty 9-9 and 2-5. So the defenders, a critical win, and as I noted during the match, you've got a big couple of weeks coming up. Facing College of St. Mary tomorrow. They entered play this evening against Dakota Wesleyan, 3-3 in league play. Dakota Wesleyan also 3-3. So they're playing CSM tomorrow, and then next week you've got Doane, who entered play tonight, 2-4. They were tied 1-1 with Waldorf. And you've also got Hastings on the schedule. Now, Hastings 1-5, but they've shown themselves to be very capable. And we'll get you the score updates from the league as the Wireless World post-match show continues. And Coach Jackie Smith has said that she will make her way out of the locker room, and we will talk to her. So we should get to her as well. Set number 1, Dordt dominated, won at 25-12, and things may have come a little too easily for the defenders. Set number 2, the defenders got down right away 4-0 and 7-1, and never really able to dent the lead. Got back to within 5 on a couple different occasions, but Mount Marty wins at 25-13. Set number 3, tied at 1, tied at 4, and then Dordt trailed, tying it at 12, 13, and 14, but never taking the lead. Mount Marty put together a 4-point run to go up 18-14. Dordt eventually scratched back to tie it 21-all. We were tied at 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. The defenders fighting off set point along the way, never taking the lead until it was 29-28, and they won set 3, 30-28. Set number 4, tied at 2-3. Defenders took the lead up to 7-4. Mount Marty tied it at 7-8. Dordt led 12-8. Mount Marty tied it 12-12. Mount Marty took the lead at 16-14 and maintained that 2-point lead up to 19-17 before a 4-point run allowed Dordt to go from down 2 to up 2, 21-19. They tacked on another 2 after a Mount Marty timeout to lead 23-19. Mount Marty got back to within 1 at 23-22, but a late kill by Ada Deckers. And the teams played side-out volleyball from there, and the defenders win it by a final of 25-23. Here are your numbers, first of all, for the Dordt defenders. Dordt 53 kills, 31 errors, 152 total attacks, a 145 kill efficiency. For the Mount Marty Lancers, 45 kills, 28 errors, 145 their total attacks, a 117 kill efficiency. Dordt +8 in kills, also +3 in attack errors. Ace serves, Dordt had a 7-3 advantage. Dordt did commit 8 service errors, Mount Marty had 3. Digs, Dordt had a 60-57 advantage. Blocks, Mount Marty scored 15 points off of blocks. The defenders ended up scoring 8 points from blocks. The big set for Mount Marty, they scored 7 points off of blocks in set number 2. Dordt with 6 blocks combined in sets 3 and 4. Individually for Dordt, Ellie Doctor and Ada Deckers with 11 kills each. Lainey Wolfswinkel with 10. 6 each for Ellie Wegg, and Taryn Sparts actually, she had 5. 23 assists for Carly Jackson and Chloe Heisman. 2 aces each for Peyton Potma and Haley Wheelinga. 14 digs for Beckering. 10 digs for Heisman. Deckers also in on 2 solo blocks and 3 block assists. For the Mount Marty Lancers, 10 kills for Miller, 8 for Weber, 7 for Indahl, 27 assists put up by Weber, 10 by Even, and 11 digs each for Weber and Indahl. Mount Marty got 9 total blocks by Eichhoff, 9 block assists. Let's take another break on the Wireless World post-match show, and we'll be back with a look at the scoreboard from around the league right after this 2-minute timeout.
Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000-member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning into the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender Way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
And we're back for the Wireless World post-match show as it continues, and we are going to visit with Ada Deckers. Ada today with her evening included 11 kills, 3 block assists, couple solo blocks as well. Hit 409, and how'd that feel being able to contribute on the floor tonight and help your team to a win, Ada?
It felt really good. I do owe it to my setters, Carly and Chloe. We've been working just so much on just getting our connections good, and they just killed it. And our passes and sets, like especially for a middle blocker, that's what you need to be able to even get an opportunity to get the kills. And like Carly did a really good job of pushing it to our outsides and right sides so that when she'd set me, it was like wide open. So
what's it feel like when that quick attack clicks? What does that feel like?
You know, it looks fast and it feels fast. Like it's like I touch the ball, like they touch the ball and then I touch the ball right after it, and I'm like, did it hit the ground? Did it not? Like it's so quick, and so then that's why half the time I turn around, I'm like, let's go. Like that's my only response. But when it finally clicks, it's like it's money. It's right there. So.
Mount Marty, a team that their leading attacker is Gunther, who attacks out of the middle. Mm-hmm. Are you I can't recall. Did you get paired up against her at times evening?
For one rotation, yes.
Do you have to be conscious of where she's at? I mean, is that part of the game plan, knowing where she's at?
Yes, definitely. That was one thing that hurt us, was her big block. But I think Carly and like the setters, when they spread out their set so much, then you have to be less conscious of it, but you know it's coming. But you do need to know where she is, I would say. Yeah. Some nights you play a lot of rotations. Some nights you don't. Yeah.
How do you stay ready?
You know, all of our middle blockers are so good, and I think we all know that. And so some of us will have amazing games and some of us won't. And so I think we just have a good relationship where I'm like, I know if I don't go in, I know I'm still a good player. And if I do go in, then I can have the ability to show that. So.
Where's Waconia, Minnesota? Am I saying it right,
yes,
first of all?
Yes,
okay.
It's outside of Minneapolis, like 30 minutes.
How did you end up at Dordt? What's the story there?
My parents are alumni,
okay.
So that's what I would say. And then me and Kylie went to the same high school, so we kind of followed each other.
And you're also involved in track and field?
Yep.
How do you make that balance and work?
You know, it's exhausting, but in volleyball season, I'm all volleyball. In track season, I'm all track. And then preseason for volleyball is a grind for me. It's like I just need to get as much touch as I can and put in my full effort. So, yeah, it's a lot.
Big matches this week, playing back-to-back. Go back to the apartment, get some rest, and get ready?
Yep, good sleep, and then, just hang out with the team tomorrow morning, and then we're ready. But, yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Ada, thanks for coming by and talking to me.
Thank you.
That's Ada Deckers, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about her night in just a little bit. Spoiler alert, she will be our player of the match, and we'll get to flashing that graphic up there in just a little bit as well. And Jackie Smith has taken a seat beside me, and how do you explain sets 1 and 2, Coach Smith? I mean, lopsided wins both ways, and I mean, obviously it felt like the momentum got going for Mount Marty, and I know momentum is a big thing in set 2, but how do you win set 1 so handily, and then set 2, it just feels like you can't get anything going?
Yeah, It's hard to explain. Volleyball's a funny game like that, but I thought we played a near perfect set in set one, and Marty was not ready to go. We knew that they were going to push us tonight, and they punched right back in set two, and then we weren't ready to go. So obviously it just kind of went even after that, but we went into set two. Hey, expect that they're going to serve us tougher. Expect these things to happen, and we just did not. We did not do a good job of managing what was about to happen to us, and too many hitting errors. Those accumulated throughout the set. Hard to explain.
How important was it to maintain contact in set three? Because I think they stretched it to 4 at one point, 18-14, but it never grew. How important is it to maintain contact with things hanging in the balance like that?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about, like, you want to be able to have more 3-point runs than the other team. If you can get between 5 and 8 3-point runs in a match or in a set, you're statistically really likely to win that set. At that point, like, we were kind of back and forth. It kind of felt like we were sort of due for a 3-point run at some point. And we've just been talking a lot as a team today and throughout this week about, like, bend, don't break. Like they're going to put some pressure on you. They might push a little bit. Like, our moment's going to happen, and then you have to take the momentum and chip away back. So, I mean, it was important, obviously, but we were trying to find a rhythm, trying to find some things that were going to work for us, and then we were able to score a couple in a row, get our 3-point runs going, and we we found a way to finish.
I look at the numbers, and for your 4 leading attackers, 33, 31, 22, 17 swings, a little more balanced. Is that what this team needs to have? I mean, needs to be, or is that just the product of the evening?
Yeah, I think we have to be. We believe that we have really good middles, and obviously that was on display a bit tonight, which was awesome. It's just a growth in our team to be able to use them more, because those are the numbers that went up. We set Ada Deckers 22 times. We set, between Ellie Wegg and Myra Carlson 17 times. So just being able to use the middles a little bit more helped, but we don't want to be a team that relies on one person to get it done. You can ride a hot hand, but we feel like we have enough players across the court that can be successful at any point, and obviously tonight it was our middles night.
College of St. Mary tomorrow. They went 5 with Dakota Wesleyan tonight and won 3-2. These are some important matches. I mean, I get it; they're all important, but this is that stretch where you're playing teams, and this is the only crack you get at them. It feels like these are more important. These way more in terms of the standings, it feels.
They do, yes. Tomorrow's a big match. I'm not surprised that was a 5-set battle between Deck West and CSM. They're a great team. They play a little bit different. They've got a great right side, some big middles. So it's always a dogfight when we play College of St. Mary's. But, yes, this tomorrow matters. We obviously wanted to take care of tonight, and tomorrow our goal is to be 1-0 against College of St. Mary.
Coach, I will let you go, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's Coach Jackie Smith, and we are going to check in now with our player of the match. Today's player of the match brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm. Serving Sioux County and the Tri-State area, call Ross 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs, or stop by the Sioux Center office over in the complex near Walmart. State Farm player of the game is Ada Deckers. We gave that one away earlier. Ada Deckers, 11 kills tonight, 409 kill efficiency, couple of blocks solo, 3 block assists, scored 14.5 points for the night. Ada Deckers is your Ross Hoekstra State Farm player of the match. Other matches tonight: Midland sweeps Briarcliff 3-0. Doane defeats Waldorf 3-1. College of St. Mary over Dakota Wesleyan 3-2. Concordia and Morningside, they're going to set 5. We are not the only ones that got going late today. And Northwestern a 3-0 winner over Hastings. Standings look like this: Northwestern 7-0, Midland is 6-1, Concordia 6-0, but that one has to go final yet. Morningside stands 3-3, waiting on that final with Concordia. Dordt goes to 4-3 along with College of St. Mary. They play tomorrow. Dakota Wesleyan is now 3-4. Mount Marty is 2-5. Doane is 3-4. Briarcliff 2-5. Hastings 1-6. Waldorf 0-7. Matches tomorrow: Hastings at Waldorf, Mount Marty at Dakota Wesleyan, Concordia at Briarcliff, Doane at Northwestern, College of St. Mary at Dordt, Midland is at Morningside. That is going to do it for our broadcast. Noah Zylstra hanging in long overtime. He's ready to go home. So we're going to call it a night. For Noah Zylstra, I'm Mike Biker. Have a good evening.